Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Salem. Tonight's question comes to us from Peter Alachi, who is an author and television personality. Among other things, he's the author of this book, Summer of Sam, which deals with the impact of the Bewitched television series on the Salem community. And Peter is a delightful person. He has interviewed me for his television program. I've interviewed him here on MagickTV before. And his question tonight has to do with the Correllian view of Jesus of Nazareth. And the answer to this basically is that the Correllian point of view would be that Jesus was a great philosopher and moral teacher who had many, many good things to say, and that the things that he had to say are worth looking at. Things like love thy neighbor and many others are completely in keeping with the teachings of our religion, and our attitude toward all great teachers is that a great teacher is a great teacher regardless of where they come from or when they come from, and that we have things to learn from all of them. And I think that we would say that when we look at the great philosophers of history, I don't know that we would say that any of them should be accepted 100%, and the fact that any given philosopher might have certain things we disagree with in today's culture does not mean that the other things they had to say should not be paid attention to. And we would consider Jesus to be right up there with other great philosophers like Confucius or Socrates or many others. So we regard him as a very positive figure. Now, in the wider Wiccan community, you'll find points of view will vary widely, and one of the reasons for this depends upon the background of the individual Wiccan. A lot of people come to the Wiccan community from a Christian background where they have often had traumatic experiences. People who come out of that background will often be rather down on the whole idea of Jesus as anything. People who don't come from that background will often share the point of view that I've expressed. For me, one of the things that I remember as formative to my personal point of view was the attitude prevalent in the witch community in the 70s that Jesus was a great white witch, and that in terms of his practice of magic, or miracles if you would, and his personal behavior and attitudes, he was an excellent example of what the magical person should be. And that's a point of view that I would still basically agree with. So I hope that answers your question, and until next time, may you blessed be. Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Salem. I'd like to ask you to take a few minutes and visit my Indiegogo campaign. You can find it at indiegogo.com/witchschoolvideolessons. This is a fundraising campaign I'm conducting to raise money to help finance my finishing of the video version of our Witch School degree lessons, first, second, and third degree. My goal is to finish them by spring, and I'm hoping that people will support this project with donations to help me to accomplish it. We have a number of wonderful thank you gifts for people who make donations, and I hope you'll consider donating. And if you're not able to donate, I hope you'll support the campaign in other ways by letting people know it's happening. I feel that this is really a revolutionary project, something that will do a great deal of good in the world, and I hope that I can count on your support for it. Until next time, may you blessed be.